The World Health Organization says 31 babies were transferred from Al-Shifa today. Those babies, along with hundreds of others, have been trapped inside Gaza's biggest hospital for several days after Israeli troops stormed the complex looking for what they say is Hamas infrastructure. Doctors inside Al-Shifa have said the conditions there have deteriorated rapidly, that patients have not had access to reliable food, water, the babies access to milk, and also they've been removed from incubators because they have no longer any petrol or fuel to run the generators to power those incubators. The Palestinian Red Crescent Society says today they were able to evacuate those 31 babies, even though over the last few days, doctors say 8 of the babies that were being held at Al-Shifa have died. Those 31 babies are now in a hospital in Gaza's south with the expectation they'll be moved to Egypt tomorrow for further treatment. And at the same time, Israeli troops continue to search the complex of the hospital. The IDF has released new information and images they say shows a 55-metre long tunnel 10 metres under the grounds of the Al-Shifa complex, and they claim that that will lead to a Hamas command centre, which Hamas has always denied. And although those babies have been evacuated, there are still about 200 people left inside Al-Shifa, according to doctors who also say that because of the conditions those babies were kept in, their health has also deteriorated.
We discovered that even the water with which their baby formula was made was polluted, and it was not sanitised because sanitisation was not available, which caused vomiting, diarrhoea and weight loss. Instead of increasing in weight, their weight was less, which caused them severe harm. Some of them had sepsis and severe inflammation.
And Alison, speculation is growing of an imminent hostage release deal. What do we know?
Well, this is one of the major objectives of Israel's campaign on the ground, it says, to rescue those 240-odd hostages still being held inside Gaza. The White House's Deputy National Security Director has said that there's been significant progress made in the last few days and, in his words, the last few hours towards securing a hostage release deal. But they say it's still at quite a sensitive stage, although Qatar, which is the country that has been mediating these negotiations, says there are only very minor obstacles that remain before a hostage release situation could happen. Now, Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli Prime Minister, he has said that nothing has been agreed at this stage. There's certainly no ceasefire that is on the table from his perspective. But given the wording we've heard from Qatar around how close a hostage release deal could be, it seems that things are progressing on this front. One thing I would, though, say, Michael, is we have heard this sort of conversation through many times over the last 6 weeks, and it has fallen over at the last stage, and there are definitely people within the negotiation circle that are warning that it isn't a done deal until those hostages are out.